Today, we're jumping into a ghost story about a cursed well. But this isn't just about scares. We're actually going to deconstruct this whole chilling tale to get at a much bigger and, honestly, more terrifying message about what happens when a desire for revenge just consumes everything. So, our story really kicks off with a question that has an entire village just paralyzed with fear. One well, 5 deaths. What's the real story behind it? This is the mystery we're diving into, and it's a wild one that shows how a search for justice can unleash something absolutely unstoppable. All right, so let's start where the horror is most obvious. A series of really bizarre deaths, and they're all happening around this old village well. Let's see how this whole terror began. So picture this. It's nearly midnight. A young man is just trying to get home. You can see the fear all over his face. He's whispering prayers, doing whatever he can to just get past the village well. But then he hears it, this faint, chilling sound of ankle bells. A figure in a veil just emerges from the shadows, and in one swift, brutal move, she snaps his neck. And just like that, he's the 5th victim. In only 2 months. 5 deaths. That number alone sends this huge wave of panic through the village. The well, which used to be a source of life, is now a place you just don't go near after dark. Period.
And the fear? It's real. You can hear it in what one villager said, "Damnation. Who knows who else it will take?" This isn't just some random haunting. It's a force that's brought the entire community to its knees, totally paralyzed, wondering who's going to be next.
But here's the thing. These deaths aren't random at all. To really get what's going on, we have to rewind 3 months to a dark ritual performed by a woman in a veil at that exact same well. This is where the story really begins.
The woman's name is Maya. 3 months before the very first death, she came to this well in the dead of night, and she had one single chilling purpose: to perform a black magic ritual, to summon a spirit, and to aim its vengeance right at her enemies.
And what's so fascinating is just how methodical she is about it. I mean, she prepares a whole fire pit, she offers blood from a human skull, chants these dark mantras, and then makes a final sacrifice. This was not a desperate plea for help. No, this was a cold, calculated act to unleash a supernatural weapon.
And well, the ritual works. A spirit in a veil rises up from the well. Maya looks this thing right in the face and gives it one simple, brutal command. Go and finish them. I want my revenge.
Revenge for what, though? To understand just how deep Maya's anger goes, we've got to go back one more month, to the absolutely heartbreaking story of her sister, Manju.
This timeline just lays out the complete tragedy that kicked this whole thing off. Just one day after her husband dies, Manju, now a young widow, is brutally assaulted by her own brothers-in-law. She manages to escape, but she feels like her honor is destroyed, she has nowhere to go, so she runs to the village well and takes her own life. And this is the moment it all clicks into place. When Maya finds out what happened to her sister, she makes a solemn promise. I will take revenge for your death, my sister. So you see, Manju's suicide wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of Maya's war.
So with the spirit summoned and its mission clear, the plan for revenge starts off with deadly precision. But it doesn't take long for the weapon Maya created to spiral completely out of her control, becoming a force of pure, indiscriminate terror.
First up, the spirit goes after Mangal. It breaks down his door, kills him brutally. 13 days later, it does the exact same thing to his brother Rajesh. And then, finally, it kills their mother, wiping out the entire family responsible for Manju's pain. At this point, you think the revenge is complete, right?
But the mother's death, that's where the first little seed of doubt gets planted in Maya's mind. She thinks to herself, wait, she was only supposed to kill those two. Why did she kill her too? This is the first horrible sign that Maya has totally lost control of the entity she's unleashed.
And this right here, this is where it all goes off the rails. The spirit's revenge was supposed to be for just 3 people. But it didn't stop there. It just kept killing. Anyone who came near the well, a man on a bicycle, other villagers, it didn't matter. It transformed from a tool of justice into this monstrous, uncontrollable force.
This out-of-control rampage leads to the story's only possible conclusion, a tragic final showdown where the creator has to face her own creation.
So after 3 months of watching innocent people die, a guilt-ridden Maya goes back to the well. She starts another ritual, but this time, her goal isn't to summon the spirit,
is to try and calm it down, to beg it to stop the killing.
But it's too late, and the story delivers its core chilling message right here. After death, a spirit belongs to no one. The thing Maya summoned, it's not her sister anymore. It's now just a being of pure rage that only knows one thing: how to kill.
The spirit appears in front of Maya, and its face is just a mask of pure fury. It doesn't see a sister or a master, it just sees another victim. And in a final, brutal twist of irony, the spirit kills Maya, the very person who brought it into existence.
So, what was the final body count of this revenge? Well, the family Maya was targeting is gone. Maya, the one seeking revenge, is also dead. And the innocent villagers? They've all fled, leaving behind a ghost town. Vengeance didn't bring justice, it just brought total destruction.
And that leaves us with one last haunting question. Does revenge ever truly end? Or does it just create a new cycle of destruction, one that ends up consuming everyone, including the person who started it all? It's a powerful reminder that some forces, once you unleash them, can never be called back.